Hello everyone, my name is Said Al Zohairi. I am a cybersecurity student, master's degree at Grand Canyon University. My presentation for this week is penetration testing and risk management, presented for my Dr. Professor Gary Lieberman on January 8th, 2026. Today we are going to use enumeration using a three different vulnerabilities scanner to identify three vulnerabilities in a web page. Here, I used two different boxes, which is the Kali box and a different separate box called Cubitrix 2. Kali, which is the attacker, and Cubitrix is the victim or the target. I also used the command ifconfig to see all active and inactive interfaces, so I have a snapshot of all network interfaces. Here I used Nmap, which is the network mapper, which is a powerful open source tool used to find live host, open ports, running services, and operating system details. I used it to in this lab to actively check for known vulnerabilities. In this step, I installed Nikto. It's a web application of vulnerability scanner. At the beginning, I did a mistake when I tried to download it without updating and upgrading my machine. So be sure to update and upgrade your machine before install Nikto to avoid getting error. I installed Nikto by using this command #ipt get install Nikto. Now to attack our target, which is the Kubtrix 2, I need to use the command nikto-h and then I put the target IP address, which is 192.168.56.103. That will give me all the information about the system vulnerabilities. The outcome will show me my target IP address, which is the same one above, 192.168.56.103. Uh, Zaproxy, Z-Attack Proxy, gave me some hard time, then under supervision it has been installed. Zaproxy is a web application that helps me inspect other web applications and find vulnerabilities such as SQL injection, CSRF, and XSS vulnerabilities. The command that I use to install Zaproxy is sudo apt install zaproxy -y. CSRF vulnerability is a web vulnerability where attackers trick unauthenticated users by changing settings in purchasing settings. In this course, I identify and I test for CSRF by using tools like OWASP Zap. XSS vulnerability is a web vulnerability that allows an attacker to inject malicious and client-side scripts, usually JavaScript, into trusted websites. This screen here shows that I use the command sudo apt install default JREY -y to install and run Java-based applications on my Kali Linux system. But I still had issues because my internal internet setting inside my machine was wrong. After correction, I was able to ping to GCU DNS. Another command also used to find my target IP address in this screen is nslookup. This command is used to query domain name system DNS servers by obtain IP addresses, and that will help me gather details about my target. Here I installed Zaproxy to guarantee the download, installation, and proper configuration of OSAP Zap. Nikto versus OSAP Zap. Nikto is a small comparison between Nikto and OSAP Zap. Nikto is a fast scanner that operates from the command line and focuses on server level vulnerabilities. On the other hand, OWASP Zap offers a comprehensive GUI, deeper application level analysis, and manual testing tools. In this screen, we have three scan icons. I chose the automated scan and I typed my target IP address uh, in the search bar and I clicked attack to get the final attack information. This is the final step of my attack, showing that I was able to attack Kubetrix2 machine and able to get the same IP address, which is 192.168.56.103. Lab 4, this is the second part 2 of my assignment, which is utilize a flow hypothesis methodology. A flow hypothesis was developed to predict potential weaknesses based on system configuration and expose services before validating them with the scanning tools. Utilizing tools outlined above. Today, I utilized for this lab the tools that I utilized is Nikto and OSAP Zap and Nisus were used to together to identify web application and system level vulnerabilities, providing comprehensive scan coverage. Describe how you use the tool and techniques. The enumeration first was performed, followed by automated scan to detect vulnerabilities, which were then validated across multiple tools to reduce false positives. Apply techniques to uh, surface vulnerabilities. Techniques such as Nikto and was used to scan the web server and misconfiguration known vulnerabilities. OSAP, WASP, ZAP was applied to analyze the web application dynamically, identifying potential security weaknesses such as injection points, insecure headers, and application logic flow. Here, utilizing your knowledge of vulnerabilities found. Identified vulnerabilities CSRF, XSS, and SQL injection were analyzed using known attack WASP ZAP to assess exploitability, impact, and overall risk. Analyze the legal, ethical, and industry standards. All testing was conducted within the authorized scope and aligned with ethical hacking principles and industry standards like, let's say, NIST or OWASP. Should the vulnerability be disclosed and why? The the vulnerability should be disclosed through responsible disclosure channel to allow remediation before any public release. Select vulnerability and provide a hypothesis. The vulnerability that I selected is XSS due to its high impact and likelihood of exploitation. It is hypothesized that the vulnerability exists because uh, user input is not properly validated before being reflected in the application. Root cause analysis and summary. The root cause analysis was traced to indicate patch management or insecure default settings. Addressing the issue requires system hardening, regular updates, and continuous monitoring to prevent recurrence. Here's my references here. Hope you like it and have a great